Animals. We might not know it, but they see and understand just about everything we do. They're capable of as much empathy, kindness, and intelligence as humans many times. It's pretty awesome to witness them in action too. So hit that subscribe button and let's look at 20 times animals rescued by other species. This monkey saw a cat had fallen into a well and couldn't not help the poor thing. It got down itself and then did everything it could to rescue the kitty. Hippos are the real rulers of the swamp, even more than crocodiles. No doubt about it when you remember how even fully grown lions don't try their luck going up against these beasts. Here they decided to save this wildebeest, but whether it was from the kindness of their heart or just to annoy the crocodiles, who knows? The crow is pecking the hedgehog, but it knows just what it's doing, so as not to let the hedgehog be squashed alive. It's not every day you see a hedgehog on the road. The crow saw the poor thing and decided to do something about it. We all know cats and dogs to be natural enemies and can always imagine them fighting. But here in this very unusual clip, we see a dog actually come to a cat's aid and then do an amazing rescue. This little duck lost its mother, but it doesn't have anything to worry about because for some reason, this cat took it in as its own baby and will guard it with her life. Even though this is a little baby emu and not an ostrich, the ostrich here has willingly taken the emu to be its own baby. Here we see the two caught on camera getting cozy, just like a mother and her child would. This parrot sat perched on the edge of the pot and then fed some pasta to the dog. What an amazing friendship! This monkey has no problem sharing its food with the hungry tortoise, who also wants some. We rarely see reptiles and primates get along so well. It looks like this puppy and kitten really have it out for each other. They're wrestling like they're sworn enemies, but it's actually more cute to watch than anything, since they're not really hurting each other in any way. Maybe this is just how they play with each other, but the little monkey really can't stand to see them fight and keeps getting in the way. It also seems that it's on the kitten's side and wants to save her instead of the puppy. Aww, it even holds her paw with its hand at the end when the puppy's moved away. It definitely looks like these two are friends. This leopard is out on the prowl. She sees her catch of the day, a wild baboon, and goes for it. Being ultimately successful without too much effort, just as she was taking its meal up the tree to eat it in peace, she notices a day-old newborn pop out of the dead baboon's fur. Instead of reacting violently on instinct and instantly killing the baby too, she's actually curious. The leopard then lays down with the baby, not sure what to do now. When she saw a hyena coming, she took the baby into her mouth like it was her own and put it away, far out of the hyena's reach, and then protected it. This orangutan was idly standing by the pond in the zoo enclosure, lost in thought, when it noticed a little bird struggling to keep itself afloat in the water. It extended a leaf to it, thinking maybe it had grabbed that and then it could be pulled to safety. But it didn't, so the orangutan scooped it up and then took it out of the water. It's clearly really fascinated by the chick. After saving it, it began watching it curiously. Patsy the shepherd mixed dog herded over 220 sheep into a barn that was a good enough distance away from the fires that began ravaging the property unexpectedly. Only 6 sheep out of all didn't survive, all thanks to Patsy. These chickens had left their coop and were casually enjoying their time out in the field. But then a hawk suddenly swoops in out of nowhere and makes a dive to try and catch one of the chickens and make a meal out of it. Not even a second later, the cat notices what's happening and jumps in like a superhero and fights the hawk off. It's another day at the watering hole, and as usual, there are predators lurking nearby waiting to strike, such as this cheetah. The impalas notice it coming, and it's almost got one too. Okay, this impala's definitely doomed. A baboon sees what's happening and decides to intervene. It chases the leopard away and saves the impala's life. Looks like we have more in common with monkeys than we'd thought. Look at this little guy. Found a stray puppy so cute that it adopted the poor thing, and now they're inseparable. This crow found a stray kitten that had gotten separated from its mother, and decided to look after it like its own. The two have been inseparable since. Fortunately, this heroic goat and rooster were around when a hawk randomly decided to try and attack the hen in the barn. They came in at just the right moment and saved its life. Here we see a cute puppy who's gotten itself stuck in a ditch. A cat goes by and sees it struggling and decides to help it out. It goes down to the puppy and then grabs it the way it would its own baby and carries it to safety. This guy here was totally clueless that a leopard was seconds away from viciously attacking him, because the leopard didn't even get anywhere near him. The tiger just swooped in and refused to let the leopard so much as touch a hair on the guy's head. The rest of the lions casually chilling with him weren't even a little shook by all of this. They did seriously outnumber that leopard. This foster mother adopted a helpless kitten when no one else would. She even went so far as to protect the little cat and then pecked its head like it would its own child. Alright, comment down below which of these animal stories warmed your heart the most. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Trend Joint, and we'll see you in the next one.